We are live and alive. Grace, peace, and blessings. Good evening, one and all. Good evening, Sister Charmaine.
Good evening, Brother Devon.
How are you doing?
I am good. I am blessed and highly favored.
Oh, praise the
Thank
Lord. Praise
God for being here this evening. How are you?
I am good. Very, very good.
Okay.
It's great to be here. This is another time you and I are here on our Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom Discourse YouTube channel. It's great to have you here talking about another important subject. I am amped. Are you amped?
Another interesting topic.
Yes. We have some persons who have joined us, and we do thank those who have chosen to join our conversation. Oh, Kendall. Oh, too many keys. I know too many people with key names, Sister Charlie. Too many keys. You know, when I
Right.
start to speak, I go to say one name and it's another name.
Kendall,
Yes,
Kendrick,
Kendall is
Karen.
on board.
Good
Kendall,
night,
good night.
Good
So
night,
blessing,
Kendall.
Sister Shabin, I don't know. Even though we tried our technical stuff behind the scenes, did you get through? Did you see the link I sent to you to your device?
Yes, I saw it. Thanks.
You clicked it. Did you get
Yes,
the?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you
But I,
seeing
of
something
course, I'm
happening?
not seeing comments.
You're
Yeah,
not
I'm
seeing the
seeing to,
comments.
yeah, but I'm not seeing names and comments.
Oh,
I
oh,
don't know.
we have to work on that.
Yeah, yeah,
Kendall,
yeah.
Kendall, we have to do some tech stuff, Ken, your tech skills are required. We won't deal with it tonight, but guys, we have a fantastic topic scheduled today. And Sister Charmaine, I kindly ask you, dear sister, would you please share with our beautiful audience the
Of
topic?
course, my pleasure. So good night again, everyone. Thanks for joining us here, and we trust that we'll be interactive and the topic will enlighten all of us. Yes. So our topic tonight is what is beauty? Now that may sound very broad. However, we want to sort of narrow it down to physical beauty and more particularly in terms of women. Here we will discuss both male and female, but we are more zeroing on the woman's beauty. Yeah, I mean, we will go into all different little avenues, but stay with us. Stay for the ride. It will be a nice journey. Yes, Brother Devon.
Amen, amen. So we have Karen has also joined us. He says good night. All right. So glad to have you guys. We have two Kens already. Two Ks, I should say. Karen and Kendall. All right. You guys, listen. Use some other alphabet letters, please. All right. So here's what we will begin with the scripture, and then Sister Shamin is really going to guide us in tonight's dialogue. I want persons to more zone in on the beauty. This scripture is going to be dealing with a particular subject, but I'm not going to read the scripture too much to that subject. I'm just going to target the beauty, and let's just focus on the conversation. So don't get too swayed by the scripture itself. Just focus on the beauty aspect. So we look at let me see if I can pull up Deuteronomy chapter 21, beginning at verse 10 and closing at verse 13. It reads, this is God speaking to the Israelites. He says, when thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and the Lord thy God hath delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman. So here we have the beauty, guys, a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife. Then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails, and she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month, and after that thou shalt go in unto her, and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife. All right, stop share. So our main thrust is the beauty. Here we have God telling the Israelites that they would be able to choose what they consider to be a beautiful woman. Right? And we are getting into that this evening. So, Sister Charmin, kick us off. What are the first things you
Wow,
have
that's
for
an
us?
interesting scripture portion of scripture plus you read there, Brother Devon.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're sort of qualified and you see what they consider to be beauty. It would have been, interesting to know what they consider to be beauty. So, right coming out from there, it to me, it speaks to beauty being personal. Yeah, it's in the eyes of the beholder. Anyway, let me get into some specific definitions of what beauty is about, right? According to the Webster Dictionary, right? It says beauty is a combination of qualities such as a shape, color, or form that pleases the aesthetic senses, especially the sight. People also ask Brother Devon, what is true beauty? And they are saying here that true beauty is the quality of aggregation of qualities. This is another definition in a person or thing that gives pleasure to the senses or pleasurability, exalts the mind or spirit. They refer to the loveliness of a woman of great physical beauty. Yes, what is beauty in a human? Human nature includes desire to be attractive. So what they are saying is that everybody has this innate desire to be beautiful, to be attractive, and historically, much of the fine arts are depiction of human beauty. Those arts we used to see long time. What is Mona Lisa? More more than likely, Brother Devon, is always a beautiful quote unquote woman, depicted there. They are saying that much time, money, emotional energy are spent in improving one's appearance, even today, to reach a goal of beauty. People feel better about themselves when they think they are attractive to others. Is that true with men as well, Brother Devon?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Oh yes, yes, yes. Once a guy could get women to speak positively about them in terms of how they look, how they dress, how they smell, yeah. I mean, of course, some of the women I know they like the muscular guys, the real bodybuilder
yes,
guys. I am not one
yes,
of them, but I was
right.
able to land a wife, praise God, with a slim
Hallelujah.
guy. I was still able, But
Praise
I
the
remember,
Lord.
as you say that, Sister Shami, you remind me of a time I went to school and my parents, um, they gave me these new pants, and the pants were baggy pants. Now, when I was growing as a child, I had more slim pants, the
Okay.
slim, slender pants and so on.
Yeah.
And I always grew up with that mindset of just being neat, real neat and put together, that real proper package. And when my parents gave me this baggy pants, first time I'm wearing this baggy pants, I hated that pants from the very
Well,
start. I hated that pants. This is me going in primary school, Sister Shiny, going with the pants, not liking the pants, but still going with the pants. Some girls saw the pants and liked the pants and complimented. Man, Sister Shaman, that make me touch the ceiling.
now self you
That,
want the baggy pants to
no,
wear.
no self, I want the baggy pants to wear.
Wow.
So yeah, men, a lot of men do appreciate compliments by women in terms of how we look and so on. Yeah, we like that too. We like big up and compliments and so on. Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
yes, yes, yes,
I,
yes,
I wonder,
yes.
I wonder if we have some persons on line right now if they like that compliments and so on. And guys, hear what? Um, if you are not too much into compliments, you could say that. And I would even ask, even though Sister Charmaine hasn't put this forward as yet, I would ask the question, what is your definition of beauty?
Yeah, of course, that goes without saying. I would like to know, and I would like to know from, well, there are two men here watching. I hope they are still there. Um, Whether or not they also feel that they feel good about themselves, if they feel attractive, if they feel, handsome and whatnot. I would like to know that from them.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, if this is not just a woman thing, Yeah. So, you all feel free to post your comments and questions. Yes.
Yep.
So, yeah, Brother Devon, and you were saying something? Brother Devon, you're sleepy. I see your force that you on your whole back. You find that you on there, Brother Devon.
No, I'm good.
Is it a
I'm good.
big boy in you,
I'm
Brother
good.
Devon?
Water coming out my eye. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So guys, as
Okay.
we have some persons probably just joining in and want to know what we are talking about. Our subject is what is beauty. Here, as I've said so many times on this particular group, we talk about all kinds of different subjects. The subject of beauty is one that people have questions about, and I think sometimes we don't even talk about this within the church, but it is a reality that people face, that they deal with. So we want to give some insights on that subject. So
Yeah.
feel free to give your comments and your contributions, your questions. I turn it back to Sister Charmaine. Sister Charmaine?
Yes. So Brother Devon, as I continue, one article was saying that beauty is cultural. It's what one community admires, another may frown upon. Beauty is personal. Some persons were saying, and it's also universal. But we have seen, like for generations, beauty required and I'm going to some specifics. Long time generations, the Mona Lisas, and the this girl with the mole here, it's the what's her name, Marilyn Monroe's,
Oh,
and
Marilyn Monroe.
this,
I
yes.
would.
So and these folks, they were saying beauty required a slender build. Guys, I want you all to tell us if you all agree with this. Please, please, we really need to know. A slender build with a generous bosom and a narrow waist. The jawline was to be defined, the cheekbones high and sharp, the nose angular, the hips full but not distractingly so. Right? The eyes ideally blue or green, large and bright. However, how hair was to be long, thick, and flowing, preferably golden. Symmetry was desired, and youthfulness. Yeah, this was in the early days, Brother Devon, when beauty was, they were saying it was like commercialized and codified, and we know that they put these women out there, and they said, is this girl Lauren? Is this what's her name? Is Sophia Lauren? Maybe we could pull up an image or two of one of these ladies. See if you could pull up probably Catherine is Geneva or Prince Greece.
All
See if
right.
we
So
can.
let the spelling of the name so that I don't go off. C. Starting with C. Catherine. C-A-T-A.
C, C, yes, Catherine D D-E-N.
You know.
Yeah. I had it spelled wrong, sorry.
All right. So let's see. Catherine Deneuve or Deneuve. I don't have any intention to misrepresent this person's name. So we have several pictures here. Let me just click on a color one so that might open our understanding a bit there. So we have this picture here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then we have some others here of the individual. All right,
Mm-hmm.
teach me, Sister Charmin, about
Well,
this.
I am looking at this probably, huh? To my mind, the depiction they have here. I pull up I one where she was younger. Somehow this one, go back to
Is
the
now
images. Let me see.
right, no problem. Right, this one,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
this one looks pretty okay. Yeah, because we on this group
Because
we are
remember,
not trying to
youthfulness is also one of
attach to
the
beauty for many people.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So you see what they were speaking about here, the high cheekbones, the long
Ah.
flowing thick hair. You see
Mm-hmm,
all these
mm-hmm,
things, the angular nose, yeah, the bright full eyes. But her
mm.
eyes does not look green in this. Well, this is a black and white picture, so I
Right.
can't really tell the
I think this
color.
one has the cheekbones here.
The
This is it here?
cheekbones distinct. You see, look at that. Look at the
Yes.
cheekbones, Brother Devon. Look at the
Right.
nose, angular nose. Look at the jawline, very defined.
Mm-hmm.
The full bright eyes. The
Yes.
long, definitely the long, thick hair. That hair
Right.
is very long and thick and
Mm-hmm.
flowing and golden. If
Nice.
it's not
Nice.
colored, but I doubt it's colored. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I doubt
I
she has
have
a color.
before we move on, Sister Shamin, I see we have some comments. I want to touch on our comments quick.
Yeah, actually, I'm seeing the comments coming up by me here too.
They are
Thank
coming.
God. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Very, very good. I think I see a modern day picture. Is this like one of those type of yeah, I think this is one
And
picture.
you see her older.
Ooh.
Really, that was a younger. So now she has gained some weight.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That
You realize?
and we all understand for the individual that you know
But
that
watch out
happens.
that this one is very distinct. All the qualities they describe there. This
Right,
picture shows it here.
right. So let me touch on the comments quickly. All right. So Kendall had said he's following along. Karen said, "What I might consider beautiful may not be beautiful to another person." Very good point, Karen.
Mm-hmm.
Shamiso said, as cliche as it may sound, a kind and sincere heart is beautiful. Well said, Shimiso. Listen, you can sit and you can talk with Shimiso for days, Sister Shami. The sister,
Right.
because Shimiso has wisdom. I really love this sister. She has real wisdom. She says, I know persons who may not fit the societal definition of beauty, but because of how they treat others, they are beautiful to me.
That's
Awesome.
right. And we are
Awesome.
going to get into all that,
Yes.
Shmi. So, yes, so we are
Yes.
starting from this point, but we are going to delve into all that. Well said.
Nice. I have some other things she said here. She said, conversely, if a person is physically attractive, but they are unkind and rude, they are ugly to me.
Yeah.
I'm just moving through with the comments, right, Sister
Yes.
Charmaine?
Yes.
Just to go through the comments as we have persons, giving their contributions, and we
Yes.
really do appreciate you guys for meeting us here on our YouTube channel and encouraging the dialogue. I do appreciate that. Karen Anthony. So again, Karen says society makes it look like people with fair skin are beautiful. I'm going to
Mm.
pause there. I'm going to pause. I will guess that Sister Charmaine has some things to say there. Shamisa also says, yes, Karen, colorism is real. Oh, would we? Now, I think Sister Charmaine, I don't know if you know about the colorism. This is something I learned when was it? This year or last year? I learned this word, colorism. I didn't know
Mhm.
about this word, so I had
Mhm.
some persons that gave me some information with colorism. This was totally new to me. So she says
Right.
this Karen, colorism is real, especially in Trinidad. The red woman.
Oh, Lord.
Oh gosh, I'm not supposed to read ahead, but that's okay. That's all right. Sister Sharissa is speaking, so let us speak. The quote unquote red woman has quite the reputation, but is very much coveted among many society.
My goodness.
They are
My
very much
goodness.
coveted. And Karen says, so true.
Wait,
And those
Brother
comments
Devon,
come from your
that
post.
there is a whole next topic, Brother Devon. That is such a topic you will not believe. I'm serious, you know. That is a topic.
Sister Charmaine, back to
Until
you.
I have a relative who said this thing was just revealing itself. Well, I have to talk for Trinidad, because I'm Trinidadian. Until my brother, got through to enough, he says, see me, the only good thing is a red dollar, yes? Because he probably was hurt by but quote unquote red women that he just, was totally turned off. But it's true, it's true. Yeah. So you see, these are some of the myths and the oh boy that we have to either, sort out, dispel it or see whether it's true or not.
Yeah,
But those are
yeah,
some,
yeah. Listen, guys, you all have me cracking up. Thanks for the contribution.
yes.
Right, so Sister Charmaine, you are identifying the person just a moment ago and giving us that history of what several persons in society would have perceived beauty to be. The high cheekbone, the long flowing hair, the,
Mm-hmm.
as you term it, generous bosom. I
Yeah.
like in my mind, I'm like, generous bosom. Generous bosom.
Well endowed, Brother Devon.
Well,
Well
here's the thing.
endowed.
But my mind, like in my mind, I'm like, with the ladies, the women from back then, during that day and time,
Yeah.
I can't remember generous bosoms. I
Really?
remember slim. I didn't remember. But anyway, yes,
Um,
my memory is.
I wonder if this girl, Marilyn Monroe.
She had that generous bosom.
Yeah, well, to me it wasn't so huge. To me, it was moderate. It was moderate. It wasn't, yeah. But definitely, yes, the the figure, yes, was there.
What I
But
yeah, that's the thing. That's why it's it's in my mind. I question it because like I would comprehend generous bosom from a certain perspective, right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I can't remember any of these individuals from back then's definition of beauty. I can't remember those folks having generous bosoms. Bosoms,
Oh,
yes. Generous? I don't know. But anyway,
but no,
noted.
that is a quality, that is a physical quality that men in those times really preferred generous bosoms. They prefer that.
Okay.
Yeah, they prefer that. So, when coming out, Brother Devon, to the early 1990s, in the early 1990s, the definition of beauty as it applies to women became relaxed. And they were crediting this to a person called Kate Moose. Maybe, Brother Devon, see if we could pull up that image. And,
Image.
while he's trying to pull up that, during this period, they were saying, remember, they more used to focus on quote unquote Caucasian women, but during the 1990s, there were Black Africans as well that came into the picture. People like Tyra Banks, and so on. They came in and, as Black women, but they fit the form, the whole form they spoke about. These women fit the form. This is Sue Kate.
Kate Moss or Moss?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yeah. Let me just put her in a tab here.
mhm,
Right. So we have this
right.
picture of this lady, and
Yes,
we
they
have
were
some
saying
other
it
pictures
came
here.
more relaxed with her, because, they weren't so harsh then. A little more relaxed, but yet still fitting the bill, you
Mm,
know.
mm.
Yes. And okay, so let's see, Brother Devon, if you may, maybe
Yeah.
we can pull up at Tyra Banks or Naomi Campbell.
Okay, yeah, sure, no problem. Tyra Banks. All right. Tyra is Tyra.
Yes, BNKS.
All right, Tyra Banks. All right, so let's see if we get some image. images. And for those, we have a few persons joining us, some extra persons joining us. And I want to welcome you guys as we discuss the subject of beauty. What is beauty? That's what we are looking at. All right, Tyra Banks. All right, I think this is a nice
Yeah,
picture. I'm not trying to make anybody look bad.
yeah.
All right, so we have this picture of her here.
So right. So
And what were you saying about Tyra Banks, Sister Shami? I
no, so
missed
what they
while.
were saying in the 1990s, remember before the
Mhm.
1990s, they more focused on the Caucasian women. But what they are saying in the, before the 1990s, but in the 1990s now, they had a more relaxed, depictions of beauty. And we pull up the First Lady there, we pull up the Kate Moss, and then they were saying African Americans now who also fit that form, because if we look at Tyra, she has the angular nose, the cheekbone and whatnot, but she was Black American, yeah.
So
So
she
they,
fit. So Sister Shami, sorry to interrupt you. So even though they took in the black woman,
mhm.
still the black woman had to go along. I guess I stand to be
Well,
corrected.
yeah, they fit the profile, to a large extent. Then, they were
Okay.
not the idealists, but they were saying they fit the profile.
Mhm.
Let's see. Well, Tyra Banks, as we know, pull up Naomi Campbell and see how she looks.
Okay, no problem. So all right, so there's this picture here. This one or this one. Let's go with this picture here.
Yeah.
And for our audience, anybody, if you see any picture a little bit too revealing, we are doing this on the fly, right? So anything that comes across, we do apologize in advance.
Yes.
All right,
So
but
we
here,
see, we
right.
see here, we still looking at, the cheekbones there, the
I think it's very
nose.
pronounced here.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Very, very
Let
pronounced
me,
there. The jawline.
mm.
Yeah.
I wonder. Oh, it's here as well. You see, is this the? You see, I'm
Yes,
not good with
yes.
these
Look at
types of.
that. Yes,
Right.
yes, yes. The full eyes,
Mm.
well, I don't know if the hair is real or not. More
Well,
than likely it's
Sis-
not.
Sister Shami, most of us men, we don't know. We don't know if the hair is real or not. Most of us don't know
Yes,
at
look at
all.
her in that one there. Yes, so yeah.
Hmm. And this is a beautiful woman, a woman.
Yes,
All the
Black
women also.
women. So they started to invade the platform as well. And,
Right.
they began being highlighted as beautiful, but yet still fitting within that profile, Brother Devon,
Yes,
as
yes.
in
Still, I still
1990s.
see, I still see the high cheekbones. I still see the long
Yes,
flowing hair, and
yes.
the eyes are there. I don't
Full
think,
eyes,
yeah,
yeah.
full eyes and thing. I think that might be there. Some things are unnecessary, I guess, because they will want to
But
see your
Brother
eyes.
Devon, here what
Yeah,
started to change, huh?
go
You're
ahead. I'm
looking at
listening.
the full lips. Before,
Oh,
they did not consider, this full lips, but look at her lips.
right, 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 right. Full lips right there.
Yeah,
Before they didn't have that because the
yes.
Caucasians have a bit of the, what I would say, thin lips.
Thin lips, yeah, more
Right.
slender lips.
So now you have the full lips where the beauty is being accepted there. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Okay, good, good.
But
And I want to quickly touch on some comments, Sister Shannon. I see
yes,
some
yes,
persons
of course,
commenting,
of
so it
course,
will
of
take
course.
for audience.
And after your comment, our Brother Devon, I want you to pull up one more a person,
Yeah.
right? When you finish me with the comments.
Okay, no problem. So we have Sister Shamiso. She said, Sister Shamin, all these examples you are giving are white women, and unfortunately, black. Back then, being white was beautiful. Black women were not as celebrated,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
I believe she gave that in the earlier part a few minutes
Yes,
ago,
of course.
right?
Yes,
And that's
yes.
fitting. Karen said even the doll they made for children was fair skinned.
Yes, skin, and it's true.
It's
It's
true.
true.
It's true. And I want
Yeah,
to touch on that. Let me touch on that a little bit.
sure.
In a culture and I learned this pretty recently. In a culture, what we do as human beings is we display what beauty is to us as human beings within our culture. So if you are living in a Chinese culture, you would and you create things that have a human kind of image to it. What you would do is create that having a Chinese look. Your art that you draw, it would be Chinese. So it is very natural. I know some persons may have an issue with it, but the more you come out of a particular worldview and you learn other cultures
Yeah.
and so on, you realize other people do the same thing, even though there may not be racism, quote unquote, I put that in quotations, may not be in that particular culture. You go into an Indian culture and you see persons in that prominent or dominant society that's Indian. If they have drawings, if they have art, if they have depictions of statues and so on, they would more so take on an Indian tone, connotation, right? So it's
Yeah.
very natural. If you go into African culture, you'll see that. So when whites do it, it's the same thing that everybody else would be doing. All right. I'm not trying to
Yes.
advocate for anything, just
Yes.
explaining um cultural realities.
Yes.
That's just reality, right?
Yes. Yes.
So it's a very good thing that Karen brought up.
Yes.
Let me go through a few more comments, and I really thank God for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
participating and
Of
joining in the
course.
conversation. Shimiso said, yes, Karen, you are right. Karen said they changed their hair and took cream to get a lighter skin tone. That is a serious
Wow.
issue.
That is so horrible, eh? And it's
Sister
happening even
Charmin,
today, eh, Brother Devon?
yes. Yeah, I would like for us to deal with that bleach situation. You know the bleach and the skin?
Yeah.
Not tonight. We don't have to do it tonight because we are sticking with what you have there. But I would
Mm-hmm.
like for us to get into that bleach situation sooner or later. And
Mm-hmm.
Sister Camisa said, oh yes, I'm not seeing any kinky curly hair. No
Oh,
afros. Oh, we need
Sister
to get some
Shamisa,
afros.
wait, sister.
Sister,
Yeah, we get in there. Don't worry.
we get to
We
there, Shamisa. We
are.
get to there. We building
Yes,
a thing
yes, of
here.
course.
All,
So,
all
Brother
right,
Devon,
sister.
as we on that,
Yes.
I cut you. Go
No, no, you
ahead.
didn't cut me. You wanted me to pull up a name, so
I
let me
want you
pull
to
myself
pull
together.
up this somebody by the name of WEK.
WEK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me see if it's that, if I have it right. Pull up, let me see, pull it up, let me see.
I just have WEK.
Yeah, image here. Let me see what pops
So
up.
nothing has come up with the WEK.
Nothing has come up.
No, except for Wiki Mickey. That's
You
it.
see no images at all.
Oh, you wanted me to click on it? All right, let me click on it
Yeah, let me
and
see if
see.
any images
All
come
right,
up there.
let me share screen. I don't think I'm sharing screen. So let me share screen. So that should assist us even better. So you might be able to pinpoint what you're looking at. All right. Where is it? So it's over here. Share screen. So this WEK, and these are the things that came up here.
Right, this is here. This one here, the
Oh,
African
Alec
one.
Wick or Alec
Okay.
Week. This person here.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Let's see if we could get a picture of Miss Week or Miss Weck. Okay, so this carried me straight back there. All right. Let me see. Let me come over here and see if I'll be more successful. Okay, here we have.
Right.
Right.
So you
So,
see,
okay, which picture I'm
see,
looking?
they are
I'm looking.
saying has revolutionized this
Mm,
entire beauty, quote unquote, all the definitions we just had there. Yeah,
uh-huh.
with her beauty. This is her. Yes.
Mm. Where's Shamiso?
Yes,
Shamiso!
Shamiso. So we
Shamiso!
see beauty here. We seeing black beauty.
Black and beautiful.
Yes, we see in the hair, she was not ashamed, you understand, to
Yeah,
start to walk down the platform with her sleek, nice color, her kinky hair, whatever God bless her with.
that's
You
right.
could expand that image up, right? Look, we seeing some of her hair.
Now, guys,
Yes,
what I'm doing, I'm going very slow because I don't know
yes.
what in the world could come up. So I'm trying to be
Yes, I
careful.
know, I know, I know. Yeah, yeah,
Right? So we have some nice pictures here. Really beautiful picture.
yes.
Um, can we highlight like this one here?
Of course, I like,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 of course. Yeah, look at that.
This is incredibly
Like a
unique.
work of art, brother
I
Deva.
yes, I think what seeing this just has me thinking that this is like a work of art on a wall, you know.
Yeah, she
Sister
doesn't even look real there, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Shimiso said, Russian. Sorry, Sister Shavin, she Russian to
No,
see.
that's all right. That's all right. You're on the right track, Sister Shamiko.
So, Shimiso, I hope you're seeing my sis. Look at this.
Wow.
African beauty, African beauty,
But you
African.
realize, Brother Devon, she's
Yeah.
also slim.
Yes, she's slim. Yes.
She's slim.
So,
She's
so all
just
right.
poised.
So, Sister Sharmin, I want to ask, with there are persons who find a problem when it comes to someone being slim. They say, well, or we picking up after the Europeans, after the Americans, what have you, and they have a
Mhm.
problem with being slim.
Yeah.
How how can we have a problem with that? I wonder, for those who argue in that manner. When we will watch a black person like this, they are
Mhm.
slim
Mhm.
and not have a problem with it all of a sudden. I believe sometimes I wonder with
You
these,
mean and have a problem with it all of a sudden?
they don't have a problem with the person being slim because the person is
Oh,
black.
because the person is black.
Right. So and my target is what I'm talking about more so is in relation to certain blacks. We have certain brothers and sisters who would have that type of problem because because beauty is setting that thing of you have to be slim, you have to have a high cheekbone, you have to have all these things.
Mhm.
So I find that some persons they stop talking because they see a black person, all of
Mhm.
a sudden the whole argument to not be slim and all that is kicked out the door when
I hear you.
actually
I
all
hear
those
you.
things were issues in some people's mind.
I
Uh,
hear
uh,
you.
if you're slim, you're slim. If you're black, you're black. If you're white, you're white.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't want to get ahead of our dialogue. Sister Charmaine?
Yes. Yes. So I mean, look here, Brother Devon. I mean, look at this lady. This lady is, to my mind, she is beautiful.
Yeah,
And she is very proud of it. She is normal, she's natural, she's in her own elements. She
yeah,
loves the skin, so to speak, that she's in,
yes,
and I mean, this is what I call, a depiction of beauty. But
yeah.
we have been so I don't know, boy, blinded by what we call. But she realized something,
What's
looking
that?
at her cheekbones. She does have high cheekbones too,
Mm,
full lips. You seen that? Her nose is not that angular, but
mm,
this is a form of beauty, Brother Devon. What is your
yes.
take on it from a male's
Yeah,
perspective?
yeah, I believe 100%,
Long
but I think
neckline.
my problem would be, I think, as not being a trained uh, a person behind beauty, I will not be critical. It's tough for me to be critical because I'm going to see her and immediately I'm going to say this is a beautiful woman. I'm going to say that because God created her, you know? Yeah. So yeah, as a beautiful person, but someone who really has that analytical skills to critique and so on, they would speak more than I.
Mhm.
But clearly, based on her being recognized within the supermodel industry and so on, and she is recognized as beautiful, you know?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
definitely. Definitely. I totally agree because I believe black is beautiful. I do believe that
yes,
100%. Yeah.
yes, 100% so.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Let me be careful because I don't know where these pictures.
Yeah,
Some of them
boy,
looking like
that
they're going a
I
little.
seen a little horn there. I don't know
Yeah,
what,
I seen a little thing there.
what is it. So,
Yeah, we want to keep it Christian at the end of the day.
yes, yes, yes.
Sister Shamiso is giving the applause and so forth. Thank God. Sister Shamin, back to you.
Yeah, sure. So we're talking about now the millennium. Mhm.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
with the millennium, Brother Devon,
Yeah.
they are saying the new beauty, right, is not defined by hairstyle
Mhm.
or body shape or age or skin color. It
Right.
is becoming less of a matter of aesthetic, right? The millennium, that is, and
Right.
more about self awareness,
Right.
personal swagger, and
Mhm.
individuality. It's about it's about chiseled arms, false eyelashes now, as we see, and lineless forehead. But
Lineless
I,
forehead.
yeah, so that's one part of the millenniums, right? And the millenniums are also the you can have a rounded belly, the shimmering hair, silver hair,
Wait,
mundane imperfections.
wait. Let's go
Yes,
back a little bit. Rounded belly.
yes, this is what that article said, rounded belly. So in other words, then meaning then I don't really care how I look, whatever imperfections, I am beautiful. I put a nice shimmering silver, a nice blue, a nice pink or yellow hairstyle. You understand? Because this is what they are saying, the millenniums are saying they couldn't be defined by all these. They don't want to be boxing then. It's not about how my hair is long and flowing. I could do whatever to it, right? But once standing out there making a statement, yeah, to
Okay.
them, that is beauty. On one side, some will like the chiseled look, you know what I mean, the muscular look and whatnot. On the other side, they could be, well, the article say rounded bellies. Rounded bellies to me is I don't know how that could be attractive. The shimmering hairstyle and the mundane imperfections. Brother Devon, this is so interesting, eh? And I don't know if we could pull up a thing of Millennium Beauty, but but I think
I'll try. I'll try something.
get what we actually trying to say here.
Yeah. Let me see if I well it comes up very quickly over here. And I don't know why I'm seeing maps. Let me go to the
Where you
images.
seeing what maps?
Yeah, I seen
Maybe we
maps.
could type in what the Millennium considered as beauty.
Type it in a question format.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see if I will strike. All right. All right. Was it Gen Z? 5 millennium beauty trends that Gen Z. All right. Is this coming up on your screen? Are you seeing this?
No, not as yet.
Oh wow. I didn't share screen. Okay, sorry about that. Let me see if I could fix that problem because I thought I was sharing screen all along. That's my error there.
Hmm.
All
So
right.
I'll
So
just read a comment. Okay, got it. I was going to read here.
no, you could go ahead and read your comment. By the time I might be able to blow
Yeah,
up on a
so
few things. Go ahead.
Shamiso here was saying that I think models from the 90s were all skinny. Yeah. Majority were white with a few black ones. Now you see more diversity, which is true. There are Asian women, Latino women, quite so. Yeah, so I agree with that. So she's also saying we need to see all ethnicities, not just black and white. We also need to see all shapes and sizes. For example, I am shorty and I have lumps and bumps.
Shamisa, I never known Shamisa had lumps and bumps.
Mm. Lumps
Oh,
and bumps, my goodness. So maybe we should have pulled up some Latino and some Asian beauty as well. Some pics,
oh
of
God,
course.
let's
Yeah.
not put up no Latinos. I feel some guys might get caught up.
Oh dear, yes, yes. Wow. Wow.
Let
And yeah.
we'll roll with the Gen Zs. We'll see. Some guys already here are already going in a direction that are upsetting certain Trinidadian women. I
Yeah.
have a sister, I have a friend, Sister Shelby. She has a serious issue with the Spanish persons who have come over into Trinidad, especially most of the women. Wow, she has a massive problem with them. Massive problem with them. Watch them
Yes.
as she view them as men, home wreckers. I'll leave it as that. I'll leave it like
She's not
yeah.
the only one, there are lots who yeah, share that same view as well. Lots who share that same view.
Sister Charmaine, oh God. Yeah, are you seeing this? Are you seeing
So
this screen?
this is the millennium
Yeah, five
beauty.
millennial beauty trends that Gen Zs can't get behind. Pure wow.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
we
So you
have
see the
these two
shimmering.
things here, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll come down a bit. So we have I think all right, this person might fall in the Asian category. I'm dealing that with that she
Yes,
has,
yes, she is Asian. Yes,
right?
but you see what they consider beauty.
Let me click on this one. They have some millennium here. All right, I like this one. There is Gen Z and millennial. So let's look at this Gen Z millennials thing here.
Hmm.
So right, so I guess I hope I'm on the same path here. I hope things didn't go off.
Mm-hmm.
Am I still on the same path, or is this talking about something else? All right, let me go back because I don't want to go off of our topic. Let's stay on the path. All right, there's beauty trends. All right, so let me pull up this picture here. And you have different persons here. You have
Yeah.
whites, and you have the hair and whatever. I don't know. I don't know the cheekbone thing. Is it that because it's up here in this area, it's considered high cheekbone?
Yeah.
Up
Yeah.
there, that's the high cheekbone.
Mm-hmm.
So we have
Mm-hmm.
some pictures here, but the picture is a bit small.
Yes, so
It's
you
a bit
can't really
small to
see
really
it.
make
Yeah.
out. So it would be very maybe a bit challenging, but
Yes.
yeah. All right. So yeah, so we have some stuff here. Can I get any more?
So you see the color here, somebody there has the hair.
Over here?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look over here. All right,
Oh,
let me pull
so
it up.
Brother Devon, today
Yeah.
what we find happening is that persons now are actually doing Botox on their lips to have these full, plump, protruding lips. They see that as beautiful now. Yeah, well,
Wow.
the high cheekbone is still there even today. Yes, with
What
even
sister
the millennium.
what you know
What?
you're correct. Sister
Pardon me?
Charmaine, I think this is the first time I really noticed this, because
Notice what?
these women look either well, if they are have Spanish heritage in them, I could still understand. But if they are white, like I guess these two ladies here, right? These two
Yes,
women, they may be white, but their
yes.
lips have a thickness with it.
The
So I don't
protruding, yes, so that
I
is considered beautiful. Fine lips are no longer, it's just hairline lips, are no longer considered as beauty. Eh? Everybody now wants that. Well, let me say, most persons in the beauty industry now, they want these full, thick, protruding lips. Yeah, they see
wow.
that as beauty and being quote unquote sexy.
Uh,
Yes.
I didn't pay because there's a lot of things I don't pay attention to. Eh? There are a few things that interest me, and a lot of things really do not interest me. Things that
Mm-hmm,
a lot of
mm-hmm.
people might be caught up in. I really don't catch certain things. So I
Yes.
didn't really pay much attention to the thickening of the lips with the Caucasians. But as you mentioned, the Botox and all that, it connects now.
Yes.
It's connecting. So we have this lady here, we have this lady here,
Yes.
and
Yes.
five millennial beauty trends that Gen Zs can't get behind. And we have these two
Mm-hmm.
women here too. Whew. All right, let me take a stop. I see some comments coming, Sister Chami. Do you want to touch on those comments?
Yeah, sure. All right. So yes, so Karen was saying which part this long eyelashes come from? Well, those were the millenniums, yeah, the millenniums and the I mean, but we see it today. We see it today. I mean, as men, you all walk around, you all don't see the long button eyelashes like some persons call it like the broom, you know.
Yeah,
They consider when they put on that as beautiful because, Brother Devon, look at that. To me, even in the early, 60s, 70s, or whatever, when you had long and button eyelashes, that was considered beautiful. But we take it to an extreme now where we actually putting it false and we having it really long. And oh boy, I mean, some, really don't look too nice. It really looks like a broom. So yeah, that's where it's coming from,
so,
brother Karen.
so it has been around for a while. It has been around for quite some time.
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
and, it, and it's getting longer over time.
It's getting
We
longer.
might see the eyelash touching the chin after a while. We might
You never know. I'm serious, yeah. Yeah, so that is beauty, for the millennium. Some of them that is.
yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing Shamizo is commenting here. I hate these false eyelashes that are so long and can sweep you away.
Ah,
Oh boy, yeah, and of course, Karen laughed out loud. Yes, and Shamizo is also saying that she has a rounded belly. Shamizo, I have a rounded belly! Exclamation.
well,
After Jesus is
Shamisa,
roti.
Shamisa, well, you keep yourself good, sister, because I don't see that at all.
No rounded belly,
I have
yes,
never ever seen Shamiso in a rounded belly at all.
that's
I meet
all.
Shamiso in person though. I don't see that. So she takes good care of herself. I think whatever you're doing, Sister Shamiso, keep doing. You keep your round
Continue.
belly. You understand? And you go strong, my sister. You go strong. You have yourself look good.
Yes,
Keep yourself look good. So we don't see. It's not like look, Shamiso have a round belly. It's not like that. We don't see. We be
yes,
careful. We don't see. So you do good. You
yes, yes.
do good.
Yes, and then Brother Karen is saying we need to have more natural beauty than artificial beauty. No makeup and fakey and eyelashes. Woo! I guess that's a shout out for the men, Brother Dev. Brother Devon, which I find strange enough, I find that most plenty men, let me just say most plenty men, somehow they kind of gravitating towards that natural beauty. They don't like the false. I suppose they think that women have taken it overboard. With the falseness, the false eyelashes, the false butt, the false, all kind of thing, the false, I don't know, hips. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
yes, yes. I know, and it is something that separates for the men that have an issue with it, like me. I have an issue with it. I don't mind if you want to. I don't mind if it is you want to put your little makeup on and thing, your little makeup and so on, and I get to understand women with the hair and so on. I don't mind a little bit of those things, but I believe there are some women that overdo it, right? And it does create a distance for men. Like I like a lot of men, not all, again, I have to say this, because there are men who are into that, right? But a lot of men who not for that artificial stuff. I like to know when I touch you and I see you, what I see is what I get. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so it's like I buy cotton bag, as they say in Trinidad. You're
Mhm.
buying cotton bag, you think you're buying this and it's not this again, you get something else, and you
Yes,
feel like if I was lied on, or I was cheated, I was
yes,
deceived. So
yes.
the connection, that emotional connection, I you don't feel it. You
You
don't
don't
feel
feel
it.
it.
It's like because men are visual, right? A lot of men are visual. I am visual, but I am also spiritual and emotional. I could connect on certain things, but I am visual, and I would like to know, and a lot of men would like to know who I who they meet, who they speak with, what they see is actually what they get. So that when you when you when you are in this private space, we don't see a total other person. If I see in Superman,
Yeah.
you know, if I see Wonder Woman with everything on, I need to still see Wonder Woman with certain things off in our
Yeah.
private space. I still want to see Wonder Woman. All right, not pushing superhero thing for everybody, right? Not pushing, but I want to see who I'm seeing. So if you give
Yes.
me this particular image, this particular package, a lot of men. That's why I want to see the real you.
Yeah.
Don't have me wrapped up in somebody that is not you. Don't
Yes.
and this might be news to some women, but several guys would be attracted to a woman, and again, we have to see that a lot of men are physical. We seek physical things. That's just a reality of life. It's not being shallow. It's just being honest.
Yes.
And a guy would go with a woman, even be intimate with her. You know, everybody should know what I mean when I say
Yes.
intimate with her. And after he has been intimate with her, because Eden is not the real person, he did what he did with the image in his mind, because it's
Yes.
not really there.
Yes.
It's the image
Yes.
he's holding in his mind.
Yes.
So beyond the intimacy in that specific activity,
Yeah.
beyond that, several men can't get that connection because it's not you.
Not you. It's not you. It's
It's
not
somebody
you.
else. So it don't
Yes.
work. And
Yes.
I try to encourage women. Yeah, I don't find it evil, bad, wicked that you put a little makeup on if you show the desire. All right, that's cool. But you put padding up your chest, and you pad up your chest. Now you're over generous, and then when you're home and think, "Ooh, where this washing board come from?"
Brother Devon.
Listen, women have no idea the things fellas will see. I tell you, women have no idea. So it's best roll with what you have
Be
and be
real.
straight. Be comfortable with what God bless you
Yes.
with. Be straight. If it's two
Yes.
Jeffs, sting, roll with two Jeffs, sting.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
hope people
Yes.
catch what I say.
Yes, of course. Whereas on the other hand, Brother Devon, I know some men, they have no problem with their women going to do the Botox, enhancing the butt, enhancing the bosoms,
Yeah.
enhancing the lips, enhancing, pulling back whatever.
Yep.
There are some men who totally don't have a problem with that.
Mm.
But others prefer the natural. So, I want to throw out a question here to the males. So, how do you all feel about your wives, your significant other doing these things, enhancing? I'm not talking just the makeup and probably, fixing the hair and so forth and so on, but doing the Botox, the butt lifts and the lip enhancements, and these sort of things.
But that's a fantastic question, and I hope the guys. I want to hear from guys and women. For the guys who are
Yeah.
on board. Guys, would you support that? If Kendall is still there, Karen is still there, would you guys support that idea? And even for the women, for those who are on board, Teresa is there. Do you think you would do that? Now, I'm going to give my view in the interim while persons type their comments. Uh, this is my view, and this is just me personally, and I've learned that you have to give space to people to make their own personal decisions because they are entitled to their own personal decisions. For the men who are okay with their women doing the Botox and so on, much
Yeah.
respect to you. That is your choice, and I respect your choice. My personal position for me, and I'm not ever trying to impose that on anybody else. This is just my personal position. I would not want to do it for a few reasons. One, um, I believe God would have made you in a way that would be suitable and fitting, and I don't think that is something that needs to be fixed. I'm hitting that because I know some people will say, "But brother Devon, God made me with cancer, so I should stay with cancer," and so and so. Things like cancer and so on could be dealt with, but
Yeah,
but
that's
when
a
it comes to
difference. Yeah.
your lips are good, your buttocks are good. Yeah, it might be flat, but it's good still. You're doing the important things you need to do with your body to do that.
Yeah.
So for me personally, I cannot see myself encouraging my wife to do that if she was in that type of a position. I can't see myself doing that because I'm wondering also for her health.
A
How
health,
safe
if
is
it's
this?
safe. Yeah.
Yeah, how safe is this procedure? I would also have to consider that. Then I want my wife to know that I love you just the way you are.
Yes.
You're not sick, you're not dying, you're not disabled, you are
Mhm.
healthy. Yes, you might
Yeah.
not have a generous bosom, you may not have a generous glutamax maximus, it might be a glutamus minimus, but but at the end of the day, you're healthy, you're strong, you're good. So
Yes.
I
Yes.
personally can't see myself doing anything like that, or pushing anything like that. I love you with your imperfection, and
Yes.
I would want my wife to love me with my imperfections. I kind of like watch myself. How dare me tell my wife go and fix this and fix that when me myself I have imperfections, then I need to go and
Yes.
fix this and
Yes.
I need to fix that. Not saying that we shouldn't always seek to improve anything, but this more goes on things like if you want to do your hair, you want to dress better, improvements in that area. But to say, well, I have to go and beef up myself for my wife to love me, I am going to start to wonder, do you love me for me, the person that I am, or do you love me for my body? And that is going to cause a distance for me personally.
Yes.
I am going
Yes.
to take issue with that.
Yes.
I might find myself doing it, huh? I might find myself going and eating and chimming up and doing all that. But inside, I'll have an issue with that. I'll be
Yeah.
wondering, and if she more like, wow, now I really love you, then I'll start to be like,
Mm,
oh,
that
oh,
love is flaky.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think red flags for me will jump up, and that has jumped up for several people in the past. But to be fair and to be equal, you have persons who happy that they were skinny, and then they beefed up themselves, and their
Yes.
partner took more interest in them, and they are very happy with that. So to each their own.
Yeah.
That would be my position. To each their own. Did we have anybody that gave their comments to Charmaine?
Okay, so I'm seeing Brother Karen, he said they go too far, which he's speaking about the women who overdo it, who go to the extreme then.
Yes.
Yeah, and he also said that nah, I rather natural beauty, a little makeup, do her hair, and that's it. So I think Brother Karen is on your page, Brother Devon.
Right.
Prefer the natural beauty. And I don't know, I find many men I have interacted with somehow. They don't mind the little enhancement, but the excessive thing, many I have interacted with, some couldn't be bothered. But I do not know the some who cannot be bothered, in a real sense. You may not find them all the time marrying, individuals who are excessive, but they wouldn't mind having a casual relationship with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not all. I'm not, of course, we're not broad brushing, not all, but we just discussing. Some may not want to marry them, but they don't mind having a casual relationship with them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Brother
Exactly.
Devon, I am looking at the time. I see this
Yeah.
20 past. What should we do?
Yeah. We need to wrap up, guys. I see we have two more comments quickly. I see Karen, um Ken said, I agree with Brother Devon. Thanks, Ken. So he holds the same position. He not a supporter of the Botox and all that major enhancements and Karen as well. So what we'll do, guys, we'll wrap up. But let me ask you, Sister Shami, do you have one more thing you wanted to share, or could we close at this
It's too
point?
long. I wanted to get into a survey of, they call this the Generation X women, and these are women between ages 39 to 53. They did a poll of 1,600 of them, and they defined and depicted what they felt beauty was. But we have to go into it. They depicted about 45, but I only pull up a few, and I felt we should really touch on it because I don't want us to leave this platform thinking that beauty is just this frivolous, only this, outside, outward, attractiveness. Yes, that is important, but what is more important is the internal qualities, to my mind at least. And then we will go to the biblical aspect of what is beauty. So I think we could wrap this a safe place to wrap up, Brother Devon.
Excellent. So, guys, I want to thank you. Sister Shami wants to thank you all for
Yes.
participating in this dialogue. We love the interaction. It was fantastic. This is
Thank
our second time on YouTube together, Sister Shamin and myself. Last week was the first, and it's so good to see the responses. It was last week was the first, or last week was the second, Sister Shamin? Was the second?
Last week was, I think the second, Brother
It was the
Devon.
second.
Yeah, I think was the second, yeah.
Okay, I stand corrected. Please forgive me
Mhm.
for my error, guys. All right, so this would be our third installation, and we want to thank you guys for joining us. We pray that you guys will join us next week, Friday, by God's grace, God providing life, health, and strength, that we will continue this dialogue. We will have a part two. Sister Charmaine did a fantastic job in her presentation. We heard great responses from Karen, from Kendall, from Sister Shemiso, and we thank you guys. We love you guys. We pray that you all go out there and be a blessing. Show people what true beauty is, the beauty of Jesus Christ by your love, by your
Amen.
love. All right. And I want to encourage you guys to continue to check out our YouTube channel, check out the Facebook group as we do presentations. Hopefully, we'll get Sister Shamiso on. I'm hoping that we might get her. She's a very busy woman, but I'm hoping that we'll get her on so that we will have dialogue. Probably she herself and Sister Charmaine might talk, and I can take the night off. I could comment or something might work out. Once we get Sister Shamisa to be available, we can have a nice dialogue. He has a very jovial spirit, very, very loving person. Okay, so
Yes.
guys, look out for us next week, Friday, as I said, where we'll continue this conversation. Check out the videos we have on our YouTube channel. Our Facebook has a few stuff on it, so you can check out our Facebook as well. Knowledge, understanding, and wisdom discourse. For those who are now looking at us, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that notification bell. Click the like button before you go, guys. Click that like button so we will have the algorithms working for us in a favorable manner. All right? We love you and pray God's wonderful blessings from Brother Devon. Sister Shamin, I hand it over to you to
Yes,
give your
so I
closing
just want
remarks.
to, thanks. I just want to agree with Brother Devon. We want to thank you all for your interaction. We want to encourage you all to, as he said, like, subscribe, and please share the link. And we trust that, God's willing that you all will be with us next week, Friday, please God. So have a blessed and a safe weekend. Bye all.
Bye, everyone. Let me close up with Brother Karen's comment. Love
Oh,
someone for their personality. Looks will fade away, but
correct.
personality will remain.
Well
Inner
said,
beauty.
Brother Karen. Yes, way to
Inner
round it
beauty.
up.
All
Yeah.
right, guys. Love to you all.